Hi everybody, welcome back to the More YouTube channel. It's Chris back with my rant stroke thought of the day. Definitely a rant, this one, and it's about the stupid England manager, Gareth Southgate's comments after England's 1-0 victory against Australia last night, where Kieran Trippier wore the captain's armband. So massive credit to Kieran Trippier, obviously proud moment for him and his family and obviously Newcastle United. But that's not what I'm whinging about. No, I'm talking about Gareth Southgate's comments after the game. So if you didn't know already, Jordan Henderson was booed by a selection of the fan base, and Gareth Southgate cannot understand why it defies logic that a player that's given his heart and soul to England would be booed. I don't understand. Now, Southgate is either arrogant, ignorant, stupid, or all of the above. Now, they're not booing Jordan Henderson because he's been a bad England player, Gareth. They're booing Jordan Henderson because he's the personification of your shit selection policy and your terrible style of management as the England manager. I've never known an England manager get such a free ride off this fucking media and fan base than this guy. I never have, honestly, right? Yes, they've won games and yes, they've gone far in tournaments, but his selection policy is just absolutely batshit crazy. The reason that Jordan Henderson is getting booed by the fan base is because he's getting selected over in-form quality players like James Ward-Prowse from West Ham. That guy's on fire. He's arguably the signing of the season. He's creating goals. He's scoring goals. He's getting involved in the play at West Ham. He's fucking brilliant for West Ham, right? And then our very own Sean Longstaff as well, who's running his arse off every game. He's been a massive vital part of Newcastle United's unbeaten run, beating Paris Saint-Germain 4-1 in the Champions League. That's not enough to get this guy to look at you. Then what the hell is, honestly? And then you're picking a guy who's basically playing in semi-retirement in a pub league over in Saudi Arabia for 600 grand a week in front of 900 people, I read the other day, in some instances. What the fuck is the guy expecting to happen? Honestly, his little spell over the England fan base is massively dwindling, in my opinion. The media haven't quite caught on yet. Some of the media are still very much Gareth this, Gareth that. But if he loses a couple of games on the spin, everybody will turn on that bloke. He's totally outstayed his welcome as the England manager, in my opinion. But there's loads of really good players that could be playing for England. They'll start looking at other countries. I mean, Harvey Barnes, for starters, looking at playing for Scotland. I mean, even Anthony Gordon, people are saying Anthony Gordon can play for Scotland. Scotland are doing a lot better. They're winning games and qualifying for tournaments, and they were very unlucky against Spain the other night, especially that brilliant free kick by Scott McTominay. But other players might decide not to bother waiting for England as long as this guy's in charge. I mean, he's picking Harry Maguire, who's off form. He's picking Phillips, who's, I'm probably playing for City more than that bloke. And then he's picking Jordan Henderson, who is basically semi-retired. His legs are gone. He's well into his 30s. He shouldn't be anywhere near that England team. If you look at the England teams from years gone by, all those players who got to that age retired. David Beckham, who's a much better player, much more influential player than Jordan Henderson, retired. Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard, all of these players stepped aside to allow the next generation of quality England players to come through and to be selected. This guy just won't let it go. He keeps picking these same players time and time again, and I'm not surprised that the fan base has turned on them and booed them a little bit. And it's all down to the manager basically holding them up as a manifestation of his stubbornness and ignorance when it comes to selection policies. He could have done himself a massive favour if he hadn't have picked Jordan Henderson and he picked James Ward-Prowse or he picked Sean Longstaff over the player. All of this shit wouldn't have happened whatsoever. England weren't particularly great either against Australia. That doesn't help either. England have come to expect a certain standard of football, and this guy is not delivering it. The win ratio looks fantastic when you look at stats and you look at how far they've gone in tournaments, but the actual style of play, I know a lot of England fans aren't very happy with that right now. Mark's very, very vocal about that. He doesn't like the way England play under Southgate. Yes, he played Ollie Watkins the other night. Yes, he got his goal. But even that, there was a clamour to get Ollie Watkins in for a while in the team. The same with Jack Grealish before that. James Maddison before that. James Ward-Prowse now getting excluded. Nick Pope being out of the England squad for Sam Johnson, who, what the fuck has he done in the Premier League or Champions League versus Nick Pope? I don't understand what this guy is doing as the England manager. But this whole situation about Henderson is all brought on by you, mate. And the same thing I said in the Maguire incident. I don't condone the abuse that Harry Maguire was getting, but you should never have put him in the England squad to make those mistakes, to be held up in front of the media and the footballing world and be judged, ridiculed and abused in a lot of cases. That was you as a manager. Shouldn't have selected the guy. You should have said, Harry, I'm leaving you out of this squad. Get yourself right. Come back. Get fit. Maybe look for a new club in January and you'll be back in my plans. But he doesn't do it. He picks them time and time again. Same with Henderson. That's why he got booed. Get a grip, Southgate. Get your head out your arse, out that pizza box, and wake up and smell the coffee. You're not picking players in form, and you're going to get shit for it. Simple as that. That's my thought on Rant and That in the day, guys. I hope you enjoyed that kind of thing. If you do, smash subscribe, like, be a member if you fancy it. There'll be loads more of these coming, I'm sure, in the next few weeks. Can't wait to get back to the Premier League. I hate international football. It's boring as shit. Have a cracking day wherever you are. See you later, everyone. Cheers. Bye.